To be a scorcher out there today. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Just about to get underway, and on the mound in this one, number 40.
Well, a pretty standard four-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, two breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
And the batter now, Michael
Leading
Busch.
off the afternoon for the Cubs, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
That one not close. And we are underway.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. And now it's Alex Bregman. That one's upstairs, ball one. Bregman in his 10th season, 30 years old now, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
One ball, one strike.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. He hammers one out to center. It's 1-0. One down. Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ Daddy. Fastball for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And that's off the outside edge. Now 1-2. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. And he went around according to Darryl Parker. Two down, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And it's fouled away. 0-1 now.
Hey.
Two outs, base is empty. And a good eye there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's way high. Full count now.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out. It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
And now, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Suzuki off of first with 2 away. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. And the runner holds.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go.
Caught him looking for the K. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Edward Cabrera. What do we have on him?
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
This is Bryce Terang. And he grounds one to the right side. In time to Bush. One up, one down. So up next, Sal Frelick.
Second, the right fielder, Sal Frelick.
Pitch is in there. Strike one. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Good eye in that spot.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Missed with a changeup. The count now 2-2. To third, Bregman handles. And here this afternoon, two quickly away in the bottom of the first. And now it's Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 2 outs. Just missed. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Horner over to first. And Milwaukee is set down in order. All set for the start of the inning. So here's Horner now. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
That one a little bit high. And now 2-0. And a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws across the diamond and quickly one away in the second. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Dansby Swanson.
Foul ball. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Bowers makes the catch. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Mo Ball will hit next.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
A little bit high, and it's 1-0. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. Bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Jackson Chourio.
Cabrera back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Whoa. 3-1.
Little chopper rolls foul. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's William Contreras. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yep,
and he handles it himself for the out.
Batting sixth, the
now
first
here's
baseman,
Jake Bauers.
Jake Bauers.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
That's the ball.
And that one missing low.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
And that's outside. That's down and in. Swings and misses. And the count's full.
2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Cubs,
On to the
the
third
catcher,
inning.
Carson
And now the batter is
Kelly.
Carson Kelly.
Here we go, Brandon. Come on.
And that's in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. That's
2 balls,
inside.
1 strike.
Fought off foul. Comes a 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one ripped.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And that gets down for a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And that is out of play.
One and one.
Squirts away a little bit. And a pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. This to center field. It falls in, and that's a knock. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI.
Ian
Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that one fouled off. That's a little bit low. That one ran inside, almost got him. Half lays off.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance.
Now
works the walk.
The right fielder.
So bases all loaded
Suzuki.
up. Suzuki, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Late swing fouled off.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, 1 hitter at a time.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's back. Out of here. Grand slam. He unloads on that one, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
Now pitching for
So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Anderson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
That one just misses.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
One and two now. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Horner stands in now and watches strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand.
Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw, save! Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Move to second. Crow Armstrong back in on a dive. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it stays fair. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an RBI single. It's 7-0.
Shortstop, Dansby
Swanson digs in. First time up was a pop out. On the ground, and that's just foul. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And
this one swung on and hit well, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Mo Ball, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Mo Ball.
Anderson throws over. Horner back in on a dive. And that one is inside ball one. To third might be 2. Over to Terang, 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. In there at the knees for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Here's a 1-1.
Hey!
And that's outside.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Up the middle, Swanson Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting eight.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Garrett Mitchell. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. Base is empty, one away. Now, Joseph Ortiz. There's a strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Falling behind 2-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Foul ball there. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Next offering down in the dirt. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first in time. Back to the top of the lineup. Bryce Turang getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Turang.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Just missed.
2-0.
That one missed.
3-0.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean,
Now
so close.
The right fielder.
So a man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick. He's 0 for 1. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count.
Runner takes off. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Turang stands at second with 2 gone. That clips a corner. That one fouled off. 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Bregman. He makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Kelly, 30 years old now. And he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2012. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled to first, and a quick out, number 1. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch, 1 for 2.
Michael Busch.
Rip to short. Throw over to Bowers, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Alex Bregman. He's already homered here in this one.
Bregman.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Fastball is outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 outs. And he gets Bregman. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH,
Brewers,
Christian
the
Yelich.
Designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
That's in there. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next
That's
pitch
the ball.
misses. Ball 2. That one hammered center field. That's back. And that one is out of here. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled off left side. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Contreras
Oh, that's
in the
a
box
ball.
here. Lets that one go for a ball. That one finds the corner, and a count 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's
Okay.
downstairs and outside. Hit in the air, left field. Crow Armstrong. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is
first
empty.
baseman, number
And
9,
here's the first
Jake
baseman, Jake Bauers.
Bauers.
First
Ball,
pitch, and he
outside.
just misses. Late on that fastball.
Just
1-1.
not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one fouled off. Ground ball right side. Bush whips it to first. Inning over. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Anderson back to work. That catches the corner.
You know, these Cubs really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Pitch
Ball 1.
misses, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball 2.
down and away. Off the plate inside. And that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered in this game.
Let's go, Brewers.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. Hard on the ground to first. To second for 1, and it's over his head. But a great backup there, and no one will move up. Nico Horner will come up to hit. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. That's to third. Rengifo. There's 1. And that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. That misses off the outside edge.
Well, these Brewers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Garrett Mitchell digs in now.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Next one misses, and it's 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. On the ground to short, Swanson throws to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The batter, number 3.
Joseph Ortiz will hit next. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Right side, hard hit. In time to Bush. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Aaron Ashby gets the ball now.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Aaron Ashby.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 2 in this one.
Swanson.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. There's a strike at the knees. Next pitch is downstairs. That's to third. Rengifo tosses across to first, and Swanson is set down. Mo Ball, the next Cub to hit.
Mo Ball.
First offering, and it just misses. That one missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. Just missed.
1-0.
And that one a little below the knees, and the count is 2-0. Out to center. Mitchell under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. Slapped foul. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. On the ground, right side. Horner. The throw to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Now batting.
Next
right
for the
fielder,
Brewers, Sal Frelick.
Frelick.
Let's go, Sal.
Up and in. 1-0. And another ball.
2-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. Outside with a breaking ball. And that's ball four.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way.
The pitcher on here, Colin Ray.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Number 53, Colin Ray.
Here's Yelich at the dish.
Let's go, Yelly.
And misses inside.
1 ball, no strike.
Line drive. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and there's two gone. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. This one smacked out to left center. Brings it in, and that's the inning. Top of inning number 7. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Busch.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And there's a ball. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
The batter, the third
now it's Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
Ashby, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. That's down and in.
1-1.
And a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to the left. Throw over to Bowers.
Yep,
and they get Bregman for the out. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
That's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield, and that keeps the inning alive.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that
Now
at bat.
batting.
I know that was a
Right
ground
fielder,
ball, but it was
Seiya
absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1. Grounds one to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That clips the corner. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Happ on second. Suzuki at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Happ comes around and he scores. It's an RBI single. It's 8-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Horner stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. He swings and fouls one off. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. The 2-1. Right side. Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in, but it's offline.
No, safe.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. You know what?
Jared Koenig takes over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. The Cubbies up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least 1 nasty pitch.
Base hit, And a good start to the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And here is Jake Bauers. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering is fouled back. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone. And it gets by him. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next, Luis Rengifo.
Number 6, Luis Rengifo.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hat sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Number 5.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. There's the strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kings.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Mo Ball. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here. Carson Kelly, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
Kelly.
Come on, Brewers.
Outside low.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Right side. Terang fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. And that's a little bit high. That one missed.
2 balls, no strike.
Inside, just missed. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Bregman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joseph Ortiz.
Make it happen, Brewers.
Ray back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Let's go, Brewers.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball.
Come on, Milwaukee.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Second baseman, Bryce Terang.
And that's in the dirt. And now 2-0. And another ball. And that is in for a strike. And it's 3-1.
Let's do this, Brewers.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hooks just foul. One down, base is empty. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
The right fielder, number 10.
One gone, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And that one cutting but missing down low. Late swing, foul to the left. Terang stands at first with 1 out.
Let's go, Milwaukee. Yeah.
Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second, there's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground,
now
kill some worms while you're at it.
Designated hitter.
Now it's Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
First pitch misses.
That's the ball.
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Frelick on his way to third. Coming home. He will score. It's 10-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now a chance for Jackson Chourio. That's in there. Strike one. And ball one. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just off the outside edge. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Brewers.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Angel Serpa.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ian Happ now at the plate. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. In for a strike. Good slider.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through that one for strike one.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one inside. Look out. That one misses, and the count's full.
2 strike.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Fielder, number 4,
Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Fires to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Nico Horner.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
That's in there, and that's strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
In the air, right side. Full extension, makes the catch. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's an 8-run lead.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do can...
Fires across the diamond, and the inning is over. And we're back, and here's the catcher, William Contreras.
Ball, inside.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 11-4. And here's the first baseman, Jake Bauers. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hit on the ground to short, and that one finds its way through.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's going to be Luis Rengifo. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Nope, that's inside.
And that one got a piece of him.
First base is yours.
Pitching change now here, Caleb Thielbar.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And that misses. Ball one.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Ball to strike. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike two.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And delivers outside. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So up next, Joseph Ortiz.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That clips the zone. 0-1. Strike on the inside corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers.
Second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. And that one fouled off. Bowers at second. Rengifo on at first with 2 down. And it's fouled away. The Brewers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do was play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
Final score in this one, 11-4. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.